This is Head Coach Ross of the ATACX GYM. The technique we're going to do today is the yellow belt technique called Kenpo's Mace of Aggression. Helping me out is my friend Al. Okay, we're going to do first the traditional way in which people do things. You already know that. I'm going to show you what I think is the problem with those particular techniques, and then I'm going to show you the way in which we at the ATACX gyms do it. Okay? All right. First, the Mace of Aggression is defense against a double lapel grab. Okay? He's going to grab me here, and what I'm supposed to do is pinch here and fire this hammer fist as he pulls me forward. Secondarily, I bring my right hammer fist down, hammering on his forearms, flap my elbow up, and then spike in his sternum, and then step back and be clear. That actually seems like it's pretty interesting and that it's pretty realistic, except that never happens in real life. Okay? If somebody's grabbing you, they have every reason to believe that they'll succeed in it, and they rarely pull you forward so they can just mean mug you anymore. If they pull you forward, it'll be for a headbutt, or most of the time they'll grab you and try to sling you to the ground. And the technique is much more realistic and it happens faster. So if you try to do this, you'll be smothered. This is what it really looks like. If your guy really grabs you and you try to do what they tell you to do, it doesn't work as well as you may initially think. Come on, give me a real grab, right? Pull right here. See what happened there? As I try to step forward and punch, he pulls me off balance. Okay? Even if he were to jerk me forward, the grab comes much faster than the defense does. So what we do at the ATACX GYM is the first thing we do is we try to regain our balance, because that's what will happen in real life. When he grabs you, you regain your balance. You're trying to regain your balance. We use our technique. You know, here concept is called collapsible deflection in Kenpo. Tony Blauer popularized that same idea as the spear. Okay? So the first movement is, after he grabs, we try to block here. Pulls us off balance, grab and pull, real pull. Pull it, there you go, pull him off balance. Next movement is, take the left knee and either the groin or the thigh, whatever target is open. Bam, here. Okay? We also can insert the headbutt. Bing, bang! Bringing the left fist and the hammer fist on the side of his nose, which is the name where the name Mace of Aggression comes from. But wrap this hand around his face, pull him into the right elbow. Notice that the elbow, notice that the way in which you're taught most time in Kenpo, they have the elbow circling away from your opponent, circling away. Facing the camera now, the elbow circles away from the opponent. You should never do that. Your elbow should blast through your opponent. So even if it's a hook, the hook should be at an angle, so you're shooting him through here. Wrap again, pulling him here. Boom. Notice I'm making an elbow and head sandwich. Wrap again, headbutt, knee, and these knees are full knees. I'm only going partial knees because Al is here and I'm not trying to hurt him. These are complete body movements where we're using both legs instead of just one. Alright? So, launch your left leg, firing with the right, shooting through the target. Boom! And again. Boom! Then, again, as this foot's coming down, using Kenpo body weight, snapping it forward. Whack! Elbow here, pulls back. The reason why we're pulling back here is twofold. If he's still holding on to us, let me turn this way so you can see. If he's still holding on to us, like this dude is a bear, and he will not let go, you know, right? You elbow him here. The reason why you pull all the way back is to try to clear this arm and to take his balance. This height, width, and depth manipulation, all right? And I also pulls him directly into the rest of the technique. You're going to use that infamous Kenpo body whip movement. So as it whips forward, bing, shoot through, you're going to launch your entire body through him like a fencer does with his blade, or like the prow of a ship cutting through the ocean, and shoot through him. Boom! That's what happens in real life. As you can see, he's much larger than me. He fires him away. Okay? Even if somehow or other he doesn't fall, he maintains his balance. Back. Let's say he's just not having it. This dude is on some steroids that steroids wants to have. Okay? Okay? You elbow him and he's still here. You take this right palm, whip it across his face, and let me step back a second here. As you're shooting through here, the palm shoots through too. It's not an arc. It's not arcing away. You're angling through your target. You're blasting through him. Okay? So when he grabs here, and I've done this movement of shooting through, I keep the movement going, turning his head that way. See that? from here, I drive and pivot with both feet. I turn his hip, fire here, and as I go forward with launching the Panther fist into the throat, I also fire off on my lead right leg. So we have my entire body going into it, twice as powerful as what you normally see even in boxing. We shoot through here, blam, boom! That pushes him even further off, which sets him directly to where we want him to be without following up kick or knee. The following kick is if he's still holding on. After all of this, if he's still somehow or other holding on, you know, you need to land here. You either knee him in the groin or you kick him. And he'll let go. If he doesn't, you shouldn't have been fighting this guy in the first place.
Alright.
No, I've actually used this technique against a guy who was on drugs before, and PCP, and it worked pretty well against him. Loosened his grip enough for me to turn around and run like a madman. So, this is our particular, articulation of the technique, Mace of Aggression. Thank you very much, Al, for helping me out.
No problem, bro.
This is Head Coach Ross of the ATACX GYM. You guys already know what to do. Questions or comments, leave it at the end of the video. Thank you for your time.